Okay, Pom, trade week is just about here, pretty much. Names are being thrown left, right, and centre. Today, filming this, it's Wednesday, and the Jack Higgins name has been popped up. I guess we'll start with what's been said. It's been revealed that he's going to leave Richmond, and we don't know where he's going to be. It's been reported by Sam Edmund that it's not going to be Carlton, but I think it would be remiss of us not to at least have a conversation about Jackie Higgins. So talk to me about what you're hearing and seeing from this situation.
Well, it's weird because Edmonds revealed that it wasn't Carlton, and then all through Big Footy, I know we can't take them as a reliable source, but there is so many articles saying we've offered him 3-4 years. So it's a weird one to believe because Edmund has been wrong, Big Footy's been right, Big Footy's been wrong, and Edmund has been right. So probably good to cover the base. I mean, he does fit what we're looking for, though, doesn't he? A small forward. He is a natural small forward as well, not a converted small forward. He is the purest forward that you'll find out there available on the market. And it does have them shades, doesn't it, of Dan Butler this time last year, a small forward from a successful team. And he's got something on Dan Butler. He has been regularly in and out of that side where Butler was struggling to. So he is someone that you'd probably look at.
Yeah, I think you're spot on because all year you and I have been talking about, can we go and find somebody who's come from one of these successful clubs? The West Coast, the Geelongs, the Hawthorns, the Richmonds now. Richmond will definitely be the most modern, great side in the competition. We know how great the culture is there, and we know the talent of Jack Higgins. And I'm a little bit surprised to see him even in this situation because I thought he was clearly in their best 22. So, maybe I'm just playing devil's advocate, but is there a con here? Is there something we're not seeing? Is it on the surface? It looks great. It's Jack Higgins. It might not cost as much. He's young. He's in that great age bracket. But why have Richmond all of a sudden just jumped off him?
I think Maurice Rioli coming through as their draft. He's nominated Richmond. He's declared he's going to seek them as the father-son. If anyone's seen him play, especially this year, this kid is everything. He's Richmond through and through. He's an excitement machine. He's a natural goal kicker. And when you've got the Rioli name, you've got to be fairly good. Like, they don't breed bad Riolis. So Richmond genuinely are that type of team that don't keep players around that aren't going to be getting the game time that they want. Butler, there was no resistance with that. And Higgins, again, it looks like he's always competing for that final spot in the 22. You would say he's best 26. He's probably just in that 22. You could make an argument for any of their small forwards. Jake Hartz has been phenomenal this year as well. So Richmond genuinely look to cash in on their talent. And I think that's more of the case. They know Maurice Rioli's coming through. Big name, big star, and he will be a star. Think it's time to cash in. So their loss will be someone's gain, without a doubt.
Okay. Well, that alleviates my other concern. Because my other concern, I was getting a little paranoid today because I was thinking, why would they let him go? Do they know something that everyone else doesn't? Is there something with, he's obviously had the very serious brain issue. He had surgery for it. Do they not believe that it's going to be a long-term success for him to play football? I didn't take into account the fact that young Maurice Rioli Jr. is going to be coming through the ranks, and this is what they do now. This is what happens when you're a 3-time premiership side in the last 4 years. All the talent that's on your list is now, valuable, and it becomes a bit of a well-oiled machine and becomes a bit more of a transactional business with players and picks. So, okay, that probably gets me a little bit more excited for Higgins. What is the reality here? What needs to be done to get him across? Because he is contracted, right?
He is, yeah. I mean, when you look at a player of his calibre, he's contracted till the end of 2021, so it covers Richmond's philosophy. We have this new term AFL have released pre-free agency. Cripper was named in it, someone who's out of contract the year before. Genuinely, Richmond seem to cash in, so they don't have the Essendon saga that's going on at the moment with Sard. They try and get the money's worth while he's in contract and there's no reason to negotiate. So for me, I think they'd be looking for somewhere around a third rounder. maybe a second. Richmond genuinely don't fleece teams. They do seem to have an interest in player welfare. Butler was a very reasonable deal for someone who had achieved what he had done at that point as well. So for me, I reckon a third, and I reckon you'd probably be looking at a salary from anywhere from 450 to 550. So for me, he wants game time. We can offer him that. We can offer him a starting spot, I would imagine, at Carlton Football Club. He is a genuine small forward. He interacts really well. This year, he's had only 5 goals, but 3 of them coming from crumbing on the pack. If you look at his career, he's had over 30 goals, just around 30 goals, and a staggering 79% have come off the back of packs. So Lynch and Rewalt, Kerno, McKay and McGovern, it's a similar structure that he'll be used to. We do look to enter 50 quickly, bring it to ground. That's what he feeds off. So for Higgins, it makes sense. He's going to come to one of the most exciting forward lines in the competition. I
think at the start of this video, I was a little skeptical, but by the end of it, I'm kind of thinking, this is just Dan Butler. This is the Dan Butler situation revisited. And I dare say we probably should have gone after Dan Butler. I know that we went after Eddie Betts and we made a play for Tom Papley, and obviously, Jack Martin was in the equation as well. Oh gosh, I mean, Eddie Betts, Higgins would be the Eddie Betts replacement, right?
Oh, 100%. I think when you listen to Mr. Higgins speak, he loves football. He loves learning. I went back and watched some videos of him, and he's talking about how he's just constantly hounding players for advice. Well, he's got a year with probably the prototype small forward that everyone is, Eddie Betts. He's going to have a year, and he's got the same football now. So if you watch Higgins play, that famous goal, that was it a drop or was it a goal? But it shows that's the kind of Eddie Betts thing, thinking very quickly on your feet. We know he's got that. He's got probably the greatest mentor at doing that. And I think that's an exciting myriad to add to that. I think Jack Higgins, if he played with Betts, I think what you see now, he's going to be able to harness that. And that's something that Eddie did throughout his career. Always got better, has the tricks. Higgins has got the tricks as well. He plays very like an indigenous footballer. If you watch him, he's very tricky. He's very like a Maurice Rioli Jr. So you can see why Richmond are letting him go, because they've got the younger, more exciting model. I reckon that could be huge. I think he could have a better year than Butler potentially.
Interesting. Well, let's put it to the people. I think this will be an interesting one because he falls into that category of he's not a superstar, so you don't have to pay him, the $700,000-800,000 that you pay these megastars. But he's still a very good player that's come from a very good club and a very good system, and seems to be a really good person. So, what do you think at home? Should we make a move on Jack Higgins or not? Let us know.